I wholeheartedly believe that the difference between an addict and somebody who never became an addict is that people who didn't become addicts didn't have to make sense of their reality. Their realities always made sense. Like, what they believed on the inside also matched the outside. Like, they had a good family, they had good parents, society treated them rather well, they got along with it, everything worked out for them, they weren't harmed, you know, like, that, like, because, like, I think about this one family. My best friend was in a relationship with another one of my really good friends. And his family is very functional. They're very, like, normal. Like, there's not addiction in their family. Like, they like can go drink alcohol and it's like not this like thing where like people overdo it, or it's like, it's like something that's necessary. It's just like they're very functional and like very normal. It's like a very normal family. And like me and my friend growing up, we had very dysfunctional families. So when she started dating him and we were around him and his family a lot, like his family actually ended up like kind of pseudo adopting a lot of like us into and they would like invite us to do stuff, and they were great. I absolutely loved his family. And every time I'd be around his family, I'd just observe it so deeply, like, oh my gosh, like, this is what my life would be like if I didn't have dysfunctional parents. Like, I would have never became an addict because I wouldn't have had any reason to, because I wouldn't have had to, like, try to make sense of my reality and, like, why it wasn't aligning with, like, what I thought I deserved or who I was as a person. Like, that's what I'm realizing. Like, I always was a good person who, like, knew I deserved a certain type of treatment as a human, and then I wasn't receiving that from like any place. So then I had to try to make sense of why I was getting mistreated. And so what happened was I started to blame myself because that's what everybody was doing. They're like, well, something is wrong with you. And now I'm realizing, no. Nothing was ever wrong with me. Everything was wrong with everybody else and this society, like I always fucking knew and always tried to make sense of, but I couldn't make sense of it. So then I started like all these, then that's where maladaptive behaviors come in. Is when you cannot compute or make sense of your reality anymore. And like how it's so discoherent from your inside. So then you have to like escape it. You have to escape it because you're like, okay, well, this is like deeply uncomfortable. So I have to get away. But, like, there's no way to get away for most people. So then that's where, like, the drugs or the distraction or the cheating and the sex and the porn and the you know, food, for me, addiction comes in, and the numbing and the watching all these television shows and going and being around people as much as I possibly could, and, you know, just maladaptive behaviors. Also, like, I was, like, extremely depressed. Like, I was extremely anxious. I was, you know, that's where that all comes from. It's not that anything is wrong with people. It's just that people can't make sense of their reality. So then they have to start coping with it. And there's, like, people in this world who never have to do that. Who never have to, like, make sense of their reality. Their reality makes sense. Where, like, our realities did not make sense. And so then we had to, and then again, a lot of people too come from this type of behavior. It's like passed down. So then you also learn these maladaptive patterns and techniques to cope with the reality that doesn't make sense from your parents, who also are in denial that their realities don't make sense. They're in denial of it. So then they don't realize that they've also been doing these maladaptive behaviors because their realities never made coherent sense to them either. But they are in deep denial of it because of the way they're socially programmed and conditioned. We got lucky because we have phones now. I would not have been able to do this without this fucking community, guys. I would not have been able to heal and like go through this psychic situation if I did not have a community of people that were validating me that I wasn't going fucking insane. Like, our parents did not have that. So, like, it was hard for them to break away from, you know, this kind of, like, these patterns and these behaviors and, you know, being in denial of your reality or things like that. Or, like, there's, you know, a lot of people, again, like, we didn't talk about things or were shamed and guilted, and it's, like, this whole gigantic mess. It's, like, just really a hot mess of, like, it's the perfect conditions. It's, like, all these different things led to where we are at now, and it's just, like, we're in the worst of it. We are seeing the results of what happens when people do not change their reality, or they even make it worse, is, like, again, what's happening. It's just, like, this is what happens when we don't change. It's like, here we are, us autistics, they want to call us and tell us that we're afraid of change, and it's like, then you all are autistic. All the boomers are fucking autistic because they're fucking afraid to change. You know, these fucking want to come here and tell us that shit. It's like, you guys didn't change squad shit. You guys kept voting in the same fucking shit over and over and over. And you guys kept appeasing the same stuff, and everybody just kept, you know, it's like the bystander effect. It's like that. It's like this, like, weird groupthink situation, and it's just like, ugh. When you really start to think about the depths of it, it can get so overwhelming because you're like, wow, it's just, like, so much. It's, like, so much stuff that we have to, like, undo, you know? But, like, a lot of us are doing that. And it's like, yes, it's hard. And yes, it's tiring. And yes, it burns you out. And yes, there's, like, all those feelings with it. But it's, like, so worth it because then you're not trapped by the same things that everybody else before you has been trapped by. You are actively, like, breaking those patterns, so you know you're not trapped anymore. It feel like, for me, like, I obviously, like, feel that, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trapped here, like, ugh, like, I get that feeling a lot. But, like, mentally, I'm not, because I'm shown every day where they are still trapped and where I have freed myself. But I'm, like, taking it on as, like, this, like, because, like, because, like, my nervous system and my body is just, like, used to them. So, like, it's like I have to, again, fight my own way that my biology and my neurobiology and my brain are wired to exist. Like, it's called co-regulation. So, like, I've always had to co-regulate my nervous system to people who are, like, trapped in mental prisons by the way society has conditioned them in their own trauma and the ways that they have not decided to change. And then I'm faced with, like, where I have changed and where I have decided to make, like, other choices and decisions. And I have to fight off their choices and decisions, even if it, like, tries to make me feel guilty or tries to, like, make me feel shitty or tries to make me feel, like, all these things. And it's like, because I'm an empath, I do feel that way. So now I have to, like, come sit down with myself and be like, okay, it's okay that you feel bad and guilty, but remember, that's not yours to carry. That's theirs that they're putting onto you. So please don't carry this shame or this guilt or feeling like you need to conform to what they're doing anymore. But it's like this. So it's, like, very... And a lot of us are... So that's just me on a personal level. But a lot of us are doing this with society as well. Like, we're looking outside and we're like, oh my God, this is, like, horrible. But it's like, it's just showing you where you have decided to change. Like Donald Trump and friends. If he disgusts you, if pedophiles and rapists disgust you, all that stuff, it's because you are not like that and you have decided to change. So you are really important to be in this reality right now because that's what we need everybody doing. So, like, but it doesn't help us if we keep, like, getting angry at each other and keep getting, instead of being objective about the situation, everybody is still being subjectively immersed in the emotions of a collapse. And it's like, if we could just get outside of that and realize that, like, we just have to allow things to unfold as they are, but also be objectively viewing this, it does, like, shift your nervous system. And then it, like, allows you to, like, let go of, like, when, you know, and let go of people's behaviors and stuff towards you. Because I've struggled with this all my life. I've always, like, taken on people's, like, feelings and emotions towards me or what's going on in the world. And now I've been able to, like, let go finally. All these years I've held on to this shit and I've finally been able to release because I've gotten an objective, like, just point of view in your conscious awareness, basically.